Okay. Now that we've got that, let's go ahead and do this real quick. Okay. 10:02. We're a little late. Just a little late. We're just a little late. But it's fine. Right? I'm still your average mess of a human being. Screwed up shaving today, so I'm missing a tenth of my mustache, which is just unfortunate. But that's fine. We are working with it. So, today, what I have for all of you is Clash stuff. As per usual. As per the usual. Let me go ahead and get this all out to everybody. Of course, we can also talk about collecting and stuff like that too, because there is some updated news for collecting that February is going to help me personally with, although not really. Bump, 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 bump. And we are. Oh, I also did not look through all that, and I certainly should have. I am being silly. Okay. Hold one moment, one moment, one moment. I'm going to get my live stream out to everybody. Give me the link. Post it in our share your content page. Okay, that's good there. I'm sure this is good too. Yep. Perfect. Okay. That is all set up and ready then. I think we have just about everything set now. We've also got this little guy over here. Going to help us kind of choose some stuff. The number is incorrect, mind you. But it is something. So let me see. Because the real number we have here, if we go to my channel here. Hey, Nathaniel. How you doing, my man? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Have you seen the talk of, oh, my total subscribers went to 0? Oh, maybe it's updating right now. Do that real quick. Nope, it's still counting 0. Interesting. Yeah, great to see you. Great to see you here, man. Hopefully your day's going well, right? Obviously, it's good you're doing good. We're just hanging out. We're having some. It's a joke that this is coffee, right? But this isn't. We're actually having some strawberry mojito tea. It's not actually mojito, but kind of got the same flavor profile as one, and damn, is it good. So we're just enjoying that. We're going to talk a little bit about Clash, international stuff. Really wondering why this TCG overlay thing is not working. But of course, there will always be hiccups wherever there is streaming. That is just what happens here. Why is this number? Text settings, total subscriber count. It should automatically update. I'm not sure why it isn't, but try maybe adding alerts, labels, subscribers, latest, total subscribers. It still says 0. Interesting. Well, I'm just going to manually put that number there because I know I don't want people to think we have 0 subscribers. 1639. That's what we are currently at, which is amazing. Let me just say my last video, it was actually a little bit off when when you first joined. So I'm not sure why the number decided to flip around, but sometimes it just takes a little while for Stream Elements to update. So we're just going to go ahead. We'll leave it there. I can play around with that if need be, but I can put that on my other screen. So that way we don't have to look at it if I need to look at stuff on my channel. But pretty awesome stuff, honestly. We're doing pretty great on the channel here. Just a little channel update. Our last video that we recently made got 2.2K views in the matter of a few days, which is amazing considering most of my other videos to get about like 100, 200 views. Obviously, when people want to talk about drama, YouTube algorithm loves seeing that stuff. So it is what it is. Yeah, no, see, that's the thing. I like coffee, Nathaniel, but also, Nathaniel, do you mind if I call you Nathan? If Nathaniel is how you prefer it, by all means, right? But I don't want to step on any toes. I don't want to just start calling you Nathan if you don't like the name, you know? It's like my friend Tom, his full name is Thomas, but if people try to call him Tommy, he hates it. So I don't want to be that way. But yeah, so we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good here. Gotta say. Most people shorten it. Okay, sounds good. So I didn't know whether or not it was the case. There's somebody who I used to know, or I guess I still know them technically. They preferred their whole first name as opposed to a shortened version of their name, and would get like visibly upset if you said their name in a shortened form. So, you know, just want to make sure. But cool. But yeah, so yeah, we've kind of blown up. I wouldn't say blown up. I mean, like, it's certainly been good. We've had tons of awesome stuff here. Obviously, if we want to talk like channel analytics stuff, we're getting pretty good stuff as far as the analytics are going. This has got a huge amount of views in the past couple of days. People watch this for 10 minutes, which is amazing, as opposed to the other ones for like a couple minutes at a time. This one is usually a full 10 minutes. A lot of my like evergreen content stuff for TCG Player is good. The Clash is Back video has also gotten a few more views. So good to see that. We've obviously seen a big bump in views since then. But obviously, I'm going to be making more content later today as well. So we're going to have that going for us too. Very excited to see all of that there. Excited to see all these new people coming in here. Something that I did want to also check out. Yeah, let's go to the community tab here. Let's go to the comments because I wanted to see this. That's right, best wishes, yeah. So, for those of you who didn't see, the video is entirely in Spanish. So unfortunately, there's not too much I personally can do in regards to translating their stuff. But Fabritorium, it seems to be a new channel. And they are also, I'll actually subscribe to them too, because I'd like to support them. Fabritorium, they're doing Clash stuff out in the Spanish community. So they are kind of helping push this. The comment they left is, thank you so much for sharing our video. We just started an agenda rooting for Clash for 2024 within the Spanish community, and I think other Spanish players and content creators love the idea and will start sharing gameplay and deck techs about it. So good to see that the Spanish community is certainly enjoying Clash. Good to see that we have people who are championing the format out there in the Spanish world. Not gonna lie, been trying to learn Spanish for a little while now, so hopefully, you know, I can hop back on that train and, you know, be able to add my input into the Spanish community if need be. But it'd also be great to have people like this on something like our Discord. So if you do end up getting in contact with them for anything, or if they end up messaging me for something, I'll make sure to send them the Discord so that way they can come in and play, talk about that. So super, super cool. Another thing that was super awesome. Let me go ahead and get it set up here. Oh, I realized I didn't tweet out that I'm going live either. Boom. Okay. Okay. So, on Twitter, we even had go to fake tuna comes immediately confirm my suspicious thanks to the loop. Okay, hold on, I'm responding to. Great to have some of them come into the Clash community. Google Translate's the yeah, true. Google Translate is a thing if we did want to take that route. So something that also came up is that I don't know, Nathaniel, if you're aware of Fab Dad and the Fab Boys. They are in Indonesia, and they actually, let me see. I'll go ahead and I'll get this up here. So they're out in Indonesia, and they actually made a tweet earlier today saying, growing the game here in Indonesia is the ultimate community Fab TCG 2024 goal, which I'm very, very happy to hear. Obviously everybody wants their community to thrive, more people to come in. And they're doing this by introducing the game through social play /UPF and commoner /clash armories. So this is super cool. The fact that Indonesia is also getting a wonderful addition to the Clash world, and they're kind of touching on the more budget formats in there as well, which is very important. Again, I think that a big problem with Fab here in the States is that everybody is so focused on the competitive, they don't ever want to even think about playing casual, and because of that, the casual format tends to fall apart in most cases. So that is kind of the case there, but it's good to see that even out in Indonesia, I even left a comment saying, I'd love to hear how Clash is doing for you out in Indonesia. Any meta decks yet, or is there a lot of variety? And mainly they're saying that it's for introductory purposes, and the decks are made by the community, so not fully tuned to metas, nor is it played regularly in a semi-competitive meta environment. But yes, miles better than just commoner, and an easier on-ramp for CC. Will update in the coming months. So Indonesia and the Spanish community seem to be loving Flesh and Blood, and not only loving Flesh and Blood, but also loving Clash in Flesh and Blood. So that's something that we're really excited to just continue to push forward and do more of, obviously, Nathan. So I think that's the whole goal, is to kind of like unite the world in a nice casual way and be able to do something like that. So Damn is good tea. So yeah. So that is kind of the big takeaway from a lot of this right now is that we do have a lot of very we've got a lot of people talking about the format. Obviously, now this channel, right, I do still want to make some content for Clash, but I am still going to focus stuff on Commoner as well because I do still think that, uh, having a love for the fan format and also an official format, especially since we share the Commoner ban list, I do want to make sure that we're still covering Commoner content here as well because that is important to our own personal decisions in regards to Clash, as well as still having a actual official format for LGSs to run for the for their armories or anything like that. Right? So I'm still not sure how people go about doing Clash armories. If I were to guess, it would essentially just be Blitz. You'd just do a Blitz armory and tell people it's Clash, but I don't know. But yeah, I just don't have time to do both commoners. Like, oh, I hear you, right? I hear you. I'd like to get a commoner video out and Clash video out at least sometime twice a week if I can. But I don't exactly have a ton of time. So, but just recording the games and kind of doing stuff in that route is going to be good. So, I need to find my friend's Dory deck and put this in there because I don't know where the hell that is. Yeah. So, you think they just do Blitz armories? Okay, that's what I thought too. I thought that was going to be the case, is they were just going to do Blitz armories. So, fun fact, I did also buy something recently that was very cool. I did buy some Grand Archive starter decks that I have out here. Put this all back in its casing. And so I did get to touch a little bit on that and play that for a bit. That was very fun. I'd like to do a video on Grand Archive as well, kind of talk about that, but not like super in depth. The game is, it's still growing. There's still a lot of things that are happening with it, and I want to still have my focus be Flesh and Blood, but I did want to try this game out because I do think that it is really cool, and yeah, so we've got these Grand Archive decks here. And then I have the other one here too, the Sylvie in here. This one not tucked into its little place. So Sylvie in here too. Pretty cool. But that's just stuff on my desk that I've got hanging around. But yeah, so I think it's very, very cool. Again, we've seen a lot of growth in the channel too. The channel has seen, I mean, my goodness, I think, what is it just recently? I've gotten 29 subscribers in the last 12 there, 1, 3. So I've gained about, over the course of it, 16, 17, 18, like 20, like 21, 24 subscribers since I've released that video about the booster box dilemma. But of course, that is what it's going to be. I think that's just the case with most TCG communities, is that if your content seems like it could possibly be clickbaity or negative, it's apparently going to do really well in the algorithm, but which I hate. That's the whole reason I stepped away from Magic, is because, or not, I stepped away, right? The whole reason I stepped away from Magic is because you could not, like, comfortably make, like, content for Magic that was positive. you almost, if you, as long as you were making videos that bashed Wizards of the Coast, your channel was going to do great. And I just don't like that kind of negativity, you know? But my video was not for negative purposes. I think a lot of it was just mainly to clear the air about things that people can do. And it is a big discussion that we're having. So, especially in the economy, I think it's great. It is absolutely great to have that discussion. I mean, it's important, you know, like, and it's more important because like you see this TCG grow in places that aren't the states, which is, you know, it's insane. I see so many people who are just like, yeah, you know, 25-person commoner armory, 27-person CC armory in Singapore, like all these places around the world are having huge turnouts at their LGSs. But here in the states, it's just hard because your competition could be anyone. Like somebody could have bought 200 boxes of Monarch Unlimited or Monarch First Edition for insanely cheap and are now just trying to, maybe not insanely cheap, maybe they got into it early and now they're just like, I don't want to carry all this anymore. And so they sell it all and they don't care to sell it at, they don't mind selling it at a loss, which is unfortunate for them because you should never sell anything at a loss. At that point, just open it. But Pokemon has 6 booster boxes now. I think it's great. I'll get them and open them with my son. We have fun opening and don't spend $120 at a box. Have fun experience with the kids. Exactly, right? I mean, that's just it. Like you have you have an opportunity to just like sit down and play and crack the stuff. That's like when I was watching Grand Archive box openings, I was like, oh, okay, so it comes with a little pack that's got like the spirits in it, so you can play spirits and draft and so on and so forth, which I think is cool. Um, but I think again, like Flesh and Blood, it's, I mean, it's doing fine, I think. And the only downside is that LGSs suffer from this because I don't think most LGSs tend to have the manpower to take all of their inventory for Flesh and Blood, crack it, and then sell the singles, right? I mean, you have several people. Just recently, I was watching the, there's a live stream that Riddlerman Gaming did for, he was talking with Hamal Patel. And he was even talking about, he's the Hammurabi TCG guy, Hammurabi TCG. And he was even saying that you could, like, his whole life, I mean, he's cracking open these boxes and getting them for insanely cheap from LGSs that he is in like conjunction with. And he's cracking them open and selling the singles to people all around the world. I mean, there are people in Brazil that like have huge orders from him. I know Fab Chile even was talking about how they get like a whole bunch of stuff from him, and for like $50 shipped, like $50 in shipping, right? They can get like thousands of cards from him, and that's just because like the singles market is just good. People just want the cards. People want to be able to play, and you don't see that as much here in the you don't see that as much here in the States. You know, you have people talk about how they want to, you know, how they want to, whoops. Is that going to work? I hope that works. Hold on. I'm still messing with the subscriber thing. The number's still wrong. Weird. Okay, never mind. We'll just do it ourselves. When it doesn't work, just do it yourself. That's what I always say. What did I say? 1639. Okay. But we're getting there. So, anywho. Yeah. But as LGS, they open boxes so they can keep their orders up with distro. Usually they get close to breaking even, but it can be rough depending on. Oh, absolutely, and it can. You know, like I'm sure Outsiders was a huge mess for a lot of people because when you first were opening Outsiders and people were getting like 2 legendaries a box, sometimes even like 3 legendaries a case. Like it became very, very, very unfortunate. And obviously that was just a printing issue on LSS's side. But you were just opening up God box after God box, but the cards, this is something that was brought up in a conversation here in the Flesh and Blood Colorado Discord, which I thought was, it truly is an important thing. And you look at it in ways like you look at something like Warmonger's Diplomacy, right? The reason why box prices are not normally higher is because usually the cards that are like very rare chase cards aren't fantastic. You know, like I think you're going to see Dust Till Dawn continue to do really well because Prism Simps are just going to do their thing. But more importantly, Prism could very well see herself in the meta again. And if she does, those Marvel Angels are going to go up, right? It's just like how the Dragons did, right? Even though the Dragons have certainly they've gone through a whole thing. I don't even know, that whole thing. But I do know that, a lot of the chase cards are not like super crazy powerful. And I think that's what people want more of in their boxes is cards that actually have power to them. Which I know LSS even said that they are currently powering down their formats a little bit. So that way, it's not like a complete and utter destruction by the folks of Aria, with Briar, Lexi, Oldhim, and Icelander. Although I don't think Icelander's from Aria. I can't remember her lore. But all of them having to do with any of these elements getting cut, right? And Starvo, right? Assuming, adding Starvo in there. All of them getting cut from the format. Right, yeah. Her stuff came out in Uprising. Technically, she was released in Everfest, right? But her support actually came in Uprising. But it's one of those things where it's just like, okay, cool, like what do we do? And now you have a lot of people who are also so they're talking about like powerful cards in a set, right? But you look at every set that's come out, right? Uprising is the Crown of Providence. Dynasty didn't really have a lot. The only thing Dynasty did that was insanely good is they brought back a Marvel hero with the Emperor. But most things in Dynasty, I think, are kind of meh comparatively. I want to actually do like a quick Dynasty check. Because a lot of it has just kind of been okay. But, I mean, you also had the release of Max, which brought Nitro Mechanoid skyrocketing, right? Soraya, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Dynasty was definitely a powerful move to be like, hey, we're going to introduce a new class. Cool. All right, here's a bunch of ways you can play the class, but it was not finished. And then they were like, we'll finish it in Outsiders. Don't worry about it. So, but a lot of stuff. I mean, you get this Assassin Legendaries in there, super good. The Marvels are still doing very, very well, except for things like Season Savior, certain Aethertide. Like, you take a look at all these things. Amethyst Tiara. And, like, again, this whole suite of Dynasty, like, Majestics and Marvels, really the Marvels, this whole suite of them, they're not seeing any play, mostly, right? They're mostly not seeing any play. Crown of Dominion is probably the closest thing we're getting to see play. And everything else is just kind of like, okay, right? It's hard to pull. But when the day comes where you're going to get a hero that can dual wield shields and like Seasoned Savior, when when you equip this, put up 2 -1 counters on it, and it's got Battle Worn 1. Like if there is a add equipment counters to a hero right at some point to block stuff out efficiently, like a dual wielding shield hero, like this is gonna be good, I think, personally. So but it's again, it's all speculation. It's all gotta be speculation. But even still, you open some of this stuff. I mean, Iron Song Pride, all the extended arts and the Marvels and everything of the sort, you still got money there. Especially when the boxes cost, boxes are $77 for Dynasty, which is bonkers. When you look at Dust Till Dawn, $75. When you look at Dynasty, $75. When you look at Everfest, the reason Everfest is selling for so less is because we know the print run, and people for some reason think that the cards in there are just not powerful, which is insane to me because Everfest is very powerful. Very powerful set. The prices have gone up. $64. Look at that. So now it's almost at distribution pricing. Not map, but closer. And that's probably because I'm sure a lot of people bought up these $40 boxes. Look at that. $40, $40, $50, $46, $46, $45. People pick them up because they know they're going to make money on that. True. I mean, for a box, for like selling the sealed box, they're losing money. But if they're opening it, I mean, if you open it and you nab any of these Marvels or these Majestics and extended art, even the Swing Big has gone up to $34 now. Pays for half the box for a Swing Big. Like a lot of these cards are nearly over like $3. So the option is there. And again, it's still a lot of other really, really good cards for the rest of the format. Extended art rares even are eventually going to be a thing when people want to play their rares at extended art. So I do think it's very, very cool to see that obviously there's some discrepancy. Right. Rares at 99 cents. Like most people have to sell 3 rares as a playset for $1 in order for you to make any kind of money on them. And the set's got Mask of Pouncing Lynx, Shimmer Silvers, it's got Vexing Quillhands for the Rune Blades, it's got Teklo Pounder, it's got Aether Wildfires. Got everything. Very good. Set's very good. But that's what I mean, The concept is there. The sets are good, but again, you take a look at things that are happening in these formats, such as like the big hits, right? People want their cards to be powerful and also hard to pull. So Crown of Providence is great, for that, because Crown of Providence, you got a rainbow foil or a cold foil, and you do pretty well for yourself. And if you get a non-foil in Dust Till Dawn, you're still feeling pretty good. The Dynasty had a whole bunch of different Marvels in it, and unfortunately, those Marvels, it depends on which one you get, but they're still pretty worth it. You can still get some Marvels that are worth the cost of the box, if not a little bit less. Let's see, what else? Then there was Outsiders. Outsiders had Plague Hive is doing really well, so the Fabled is obviously doing great in price. Codex of Frailty, obviously a banger card. What the heck else came in there that people liked? That's pretty much it. Right? I mean, the Marvels are good too, but the extended art redbacks in this year, but like, I mean, you're pretty much looking at like this, right? Like Codex of Frailty, but even all the legendaries and everything still like $10 a piece. Give and take $10. Down and Dirty, $14. Premeditate is still $16. Dishonor is $5. So all of these cards, like I think that's the other thing too. Let's just I'm gonna humor myself. And I'm probably reaching, but yeah, I'm reaching. But not by much. So take a look at Outsider's first page. There's 3 sealed product options. The Blitz decks, a box, and a case. Right? That's it. But then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and these Blitz decks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 cards, actual cards on the first page that are worth about $4 or more. For Caverns of Ixalan, you have a whole bunch more product that they're selling, like sealed product, but the cards, there's not as many cards to be seen. So 1, 2, 3, this is all also the same card. So not super huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's see, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so there's still tons of value even in Lost Caverns of Ixalan. So but that's right around the same concept. So I think it's okay that with M's holding, though some M's I think it's too much. Yeah. I mean, I expected Codex of Frailty to go down. But that's the thing. When you look at this card, let's just take a look right at all of the let's just what do we choose for this one? Maybe we choose Invoke Soraya. Sure. We'll just do Invoke Soraya. And then also what else? Dusk Till Dawn. We're going to take a look at set. Take a look at all this other stuff. Don't care about it. This card is what really matters. I think Invoke Soraya is the wrong choice. I think I should be putting in Crown of Dominion. And then we have Bright Light. There's no real like insane card. I mean, other than this, but probably like Tunic. Like I don't know what would be like the card, but the reason being, right, is because you look at all this stuff, right? The only generic that was printed in this entire set was Fyendal Tunic, right? And obviously Fyendal Tunic is going to be more popular. But like just take a look at how did this go? Yeah, that's right. Outsiders, Warmongers, Bright. So Crown of Providence, generic card, legendary, super costly. Oh, damn. Is the cold foil price going down? Let's go. Let's go. 254. I might buy this. Crown of Dominion, right? It's a $52 rainbow foil that's shot up in price because we know about gold. And this is huge. Now, cold foil, a near mint cold foil, this guy is insane. Trying to sell a damaged cold foil for 75 when a near mint is 70? What? Or near mint is 80? You're insane. So Crown of Dominion, like obviously a generic legendary headpiece that's really good. Now, here's where it's different, is that Codex of Frailty is specifically for Assassins and Rangers, right? It's good in Azalea. It's good in Riptide. It's good in Azuri, and it's good in Arachne. 5 heroes out of the, like, 20-something that are in the format. It's good for 5, but this card is just cracked out of its mind. Because it's good. It's a genuinely good card. And this is the kind of card people are looking for when they try to open up boxes. is they want something powerful, right? Warmonger's Diplomacy. When this first came out, everybody was like, yeah, okay, like it's kind of like, where was it at, right? $27 at market price initially when it came out. And then it quickly skyrocketed and then continued to go up from there, even though it had a little dip right here. It continued to go up because the card, again, is really good. This card shuts down, heroes that need to do non-attacks and also attacks in their same turn to buff or to get other additional values. And Warmonger's Diplomacy just shuts it down. It's just like, nope, like you're not able to do both. You're able to do one or the other. And that's it. So the card is good. Bright Lights didn't quite have a lot of that wasn't in the expansion slot, right? This was a set specifically for Mechanologist. And even when you look at something like Teklevosen, right, and Singularity, the card is hard to pull. That is correct. But Teklevosen sucks in this format. He sucks in just about every format because he doesn't have AB with his own equipment. And that is very unfortunate for him to have that. So that's a whole concept. Not really having a lot of AB is certainly not helpful in these regards. But you can tell even like, Master Cog not really doing anything. Adaptive Plating has probably seen the most use. But otherwise, again, it's Tunic, right? And then more of the same, right? The Marvels were kind of bleh. I have a feeling Mech will get some AB, but I sure hope so. He's going to need it. He's going to need it. He's going to need, like, at least a whole set of AB armor. Like, it's very important. But Tome also came out, like, Tome of Imperial Flame. That's probably, like, the card. Tome of Imperial Flame was huge in this set for Dromai. And it's not even in the main set. It's in the expansion slot. So you see the cards with power are the cards that are going up in price. And I think more people just want that. I think more people just want more power in their boxes. You know what I mean? I think that's just what they require is more power in their boxes, and they want it to be more powerful. You want to have more power in your deck. And of course, the only downside is that you are struggling with power creep at that point. But I think that's just like where most places go. Is they go to power creep. It's just a matter of time before that happens. So let's see here. Hold on one moment. Okay. But yeah, so it's very much so a just a sense of that, right? That's personally what I'm thinking, But like Dust Till Dawn, banger set. I think the set's really good. Art's beautiful. Can't really go wrong. Vaya's $40. Oof. Oofta. But yeah, so channel's been doing really good because of that video. Obviously, like that is something that was talked about. I talked about it with a couple people who were just like, it's not that the sets are bad. It's that there's not enough power for people to want to crack it open, right? If there's like 2 cards in the set that matter to them, they'll just wait for their LGS to open it and pull singles. But that was my like PSA to everybody is that if you are going to be in a position where you want to make money doing Flesh and Blood stuff, an online singles market is pretty good. And also not like, again, that is the thing. An online singles market is good because that's what you want. Like you're going to be selling to the rest of the world. There are some people who think that they can just put up all their really, really expensive cards in a case and just go, cool, like we're good. We don't have to worry about this. We're putting them in the case. We're fine. But that's not true. Like that's not how that works. People don't just randomly come into your store and go, I want to buy that $600 card. Like you need to have an online shop for this stuff. That's why all the online sellers for Flesh and Blood, take another look at Hammurabi TCG. Hamal is killing it in the game, and he even just had a recent order set up where before all the Majestics have even been announced for heavy hitters, he is already doing a sale in which for $500, right, you can get a full playset of every Majestic, Rare, and Common in the set for $500. It's like what is it? $75 for the Commons and Rares? Mal Patel. Yeah, $45 for all the Commons and Rares non-foil. And then a non-foil set of all Majestics. It will cost you $475. And you can take both for $500. So for $500, you can get nearly every card in the set before the set is even released. So, like, that could be huge. I mean, you could be sitting on a gold mine right there. There could be a card that comes out in the maybe even in the generic rarity, or something for Warrior and Brute, or Guardian and Brute, or Brute and Guardian that has power to it that is going to bring that card up to like $50 a card or something. So, yeah. Very important. Ooh, golly. So, I don't know. Exactly, right? And like the product still gets bought. Hamal is he's buying it from LGSs that he is in communication with and getting his product elsewhere. He doesn't have like a direct affiliation with LSS, so he doesn't get like distribution direct from them. So he kills it. Like, I mean, he's having a great time doing it, and he's got an awesome system down. It seems to be working well for him. So that's what I mean. Like, I genuinely think that if you have been sitting on Flesh and Blood for a while and it's just been sitting there and nobody has been coming in and buying it, like, if I went a month without selling a single pack of Flesh and Blood, I'd crack the whole thing open. A month. Like, I genuinely, like, I would just crack everything that I have for Flesh and Blood. And then if for some reason people come in and they go, oh, do you have Flesh and Blood stuff? You can go, yeah, I have a couple boxes left. But I haven't ordered anymore because we haven't had people in. And then, hopefully a community can start building there and it'll work. But a lot of cool stuff in here. Man, I want to open a Dust Till Dawn booster box so bad. I want to be the guy. I want to be that guy to open up a case of Dust Till Dawn. $312. $315. Oh, man. Gosh, I want to do that so bad. Not worth the money. Me. It's worth the money for a store who's got active sellers, but I'm not an active seller currently. So getting all those cards is not going to be worth my time. Buying them from somebody who does have the means to do it is going to be much worth my time. Now, speaking of buying things, so something had just recently come up on Fabrary, and this is super cool. I don't know if you saw this. You guys know that I am a huge fan of master sets. I do love me a good master set. And with the master sets being as they are, sometimes it's hard to figure out how to go about getting a master set, what cards are in there, so on and so forth. Again, I hope to make guides specifically for setting that up. I would almost like to, what I'd like to start doing is I'm wondering if I could just make like cart editions, where you can buy things in the set, because something that I enjoy is being able to click on a button and buy like the whole master set if I really wanted to, right? Now, Flukenbox just did a video recently where he talked about how he's now on Fabrary, which means that you can buy directly from him. And what you can do is you can do something like this. You can make a master set through a custom open format deck where you list every card you want, right? You can list them all, keep the whole thing on you, and then you can go ahead and just click the this thing up here, right? Or there's another one available. You can copy the cards for a card market buy list. You can buy this deck for $290. You can just buy it directly from TCG Player. That's how it's been done. But now you can do that through Flukenbox, and Flukenbox will actually get you a bulk discount on cards to use for that. So the only problem I have with that is I don't believe you can put cards in here that are foil. Like, you can't like tell it whether or not you want it to be foil or not. And honestly, that is where I'm starting to look at whether or not I'm curious how the collection management is set up for this. Because copy the link to your collection. So there are haves, wants, and extras for trade or to sell, right? And that's how you can do this here. But I'm not entirely sure. There's not like a button where you can just like press that. I want to buy. Let's just say that, right? So if I wanted to do this, right? Would this just bring up a link to my collection? Is that what this is? Yeah. So that wouldn't do anything. See, because I would like to make a website at some point where I can just, you can take in this information and you can go, what cards don't you have? We'll populate a list for you of the cards you do not have. And then we will go ahead and throw that list onto something, a seller of your choice to get that. So but yeah, so yeah, Flesh and Blood. Excited for that. That'd be fun. But that is, of course, a different concept. So I do want to talk a little bit more about what is this? This is my Flesh and Blood stuff, right? Yes. Okay. So I'm just looking at all the stuff I need to. Oh wait, didn't I have a? No, I put that away. I'm looking at all my cards in my binder right now. Do some checking, some stuff like that. There is something I need to do with my Uprising set that I need to go get, but yeah, I wanted to see if I could make like a direct link to something to purchase on TCG Player. So I'm curious. I think I'm actually going to go check that out. So that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to provide links for when I do videos that talk about master sets, of a link that you can just directly have set up to where you can just import that into something else. How to make a link to a list of cards on TCG Player. Single product when creating an affiliate link to use on social media, Twitch or YouTube, best using. Okay, not that. Flesh and Blood. One of the most convenient features offered by TCG Player is the ability to use Mass Entry tool to purchase a list of multiple cards at the same time and optimize around the best price points and conditions for the products. As an affiliate of TCG Player, linking to Mass Entry with a deck list or other type of card list can be an excellent way to refer traffic and make it more convenient to use to purchase an entire deck at the same time. This tool can be linked to through either a GET request or a POST request. To do a GET request, you will need a link to URL that includes a list of products as well as your affiliate code if you want to link an affiliate code. POST request. Okay, do I not get access to this though? I don't think I do. I'm gonna saving and sharing lists. This is using the app. I don't need an app. Oh, create a share. Wait, oh, yeah, not a shareable link. Can't create one. Oops. Oh, there we go. Okay, so hold on now. Can I go back to here? I want to copy card list to keyboard. All out there. And this, oh, shoot. Let's see here. Jonathan. Nathan, you've got a friend. You've got a friend, Nathan. All right, this is going to be for Flesh and Blood. Let's just do near mint. We're not going to need first ed or unlimited or anything of the sorts. Opened. Valid quantities. Okay, so we need to just change these to 1. Whoops. Oopsie daisy. Okay. Don't worry, guys. I am just doing some back end stuff right now. I don't like that this makes this list like this. Oh, God. Select all. Spell check. That's fine. How you doing, though, Jonathan? Welcome on in. Hopefully you are doing well. All right, I just want to see. I just want to test it. I don't have to do this whole list. One back heel kick, red. Hey, Fabritorium. Hello. 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 It was a pleasure getting to chit chat with you a little bit while you were while I was watching that video of yours. Oh, not a problem, man. Thank you. Like I said, I think the whole thing with me is that um as a member of the Clash committee, I do want to make sure that everybody who is also supporting Clash in their own formats is you know is getting the support that they want as well. It's it's a community thing, so Amnesia, I guess it's not red. Barbed Undertow also is not red. Okay. I'm curious whether or not this works. It does, okay. Oh, because it's not. What? Hold on. What? Yeah, it's super good. Like I'm very very happy that you guys are enjoying the format out there, or hoping to to have it grow as such. We do really appreciate the support, and I'm really happy to see that other people are enjoying the format as well. There's going to be of course, yeah. Let me see. I'll actually don't worry, Nathaniel. I know you're at work. I'm going to get you the Discord link. Give me one sec. Invite people. Okay, let me know if that works. That is a link to the Discord. So that is where we do all of the Clash talk or anything. And of course, if you are interested in heading the, or not heading, but like being a part of the Clash committee, we are obviously taking in members for the committee. We do want to make sure that as many different, countries and people are as involved as possible. We probably want to limit it at like maybe I don't know 10 people. I haven't talked with Nathan about that yet to see whether or not we have a general idea about how big we want the committee to be. But at the end of the day, we take in everybody's information, as long as it has actual like evidence and stuff behind it. When somebody tells me, for instance, like, oh yeah, like I think Fi is just busted. You need to tell me why Fi is busted, and you need to show me games of Fi winning every single Clash armory or Clash event from like this point forward in order for me to go, yeah, okay, I guess it's kind of busted, right? But I think that's the whole concept there is we want to make sure that it is, you know, we want it to be fan made and run by fans, but we also don't want it to be overrun and taken into a level in which we don't really know how to handle it. So okay, so this is weird that this isn't doing anything. Yeah, fab, add to cart. Okay. So technically I can do that. So things work perfectly. Awesome. Awesome. So we got you in there. We got you in there. Welcome on in. So good. So, of course, and like I said, if you guys have any questions about Clash, anything of the sort, if there's something you guys are trying to work towards, or maybe something of the sort, let us know. We at the Clash Committee we're willing to help you guys as best we can. Obviously, I don't think we are in the process of essentially providing what do you call it? Providing product. That's the one. That's the word. Product. But best we can do is we've got, I'm going to be brewing some deck lists in a bit here. Kind of going through that, checking some stuff out, seeing how well they work. But overall, again, it's a community-based thing, and we have a whole decklist channel in our Discord specifically for that too. So, if you are looking for decklist ideas, there should be a bunch of decklists posted in the Discord for the decklists and stuff like that too. So, we talked about Jonathan Leaf product. Oh, Jonathan, are you the LGS owner? Are you the man, the guy? Okay, so theoretically, what I can do, one of them. There you go. Nice, nice. Well, it's awesome. I forget how this all sets up. How do I? Okay, okay. So we need to make some slight changes here, but I think we might be able to get it. I'd like to get a list together. Let's see. Fab. Well, because you can't do one for rainbow foil. Can't I guess you can. I guess you can. Notepad. Let's get. I'm gonna try doing this for outsiders and see if it works. I have a whole thing for that, don't I? Outsiders master set list. I just need to add one to everything, though. Ugh. Hold on, I'm doing some collection stuff right now, checking some stuff out. Okay, U to U. Control C and Control V. Perfect. Carlos, okay. Created the Reinar list in the video and tested against a Bravo friend of mine, best of 3, and he's publishing the video tomorrow. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yes. That's awesome. So glad to hear. So glad to hear. Oh, no, do not worry. If you're going to do anything in your if you're going to do anything in your native tongue, by all means, right? Don't let the rest of us English speakers scare you off in anything. Like, do that there. If you wish to do English content, that's also totally fine, but I'm fine no matter what, right? If I personally can't hear it, that's fine. I'll know how great Reinar is into Bravo, and I'll do some matches myself too, so. But that's awesome. I'm glad to hear. What's up, Geeks First? Now you can chat. Oh, just subscribe? Thank you. Yeah, I believe I do have a subscribers only. I mean, you've probably been subscribed for a while now. But yeah, I know. I think I do. I might have it on subscriber only mode. I can't remember though. And I am not an app dev person. I want to be, and I'm currently doing a lot of studying to be. But as of this very moment, I have not done any app development of any kind. But I do know what I would like to make if I do start learning it. I'm currently in the process of learning Python. So I'm just kind of like taking courses as I can and moving on from there. So that's right. And I can learn Spanish. I always hate the concept of it being like, so many, other languages, their native language is as it is, but they're expected to learn English. Whereas here in America, we're not expected to learn any other language. We're just like, yeah, like you know English, you're good. And I feel like that's dumb. I feel like we should at least have there should at least be a second language we learn. And out here in the States, there are a lot of Spanish speaking individuals, especially where I live. So I am very much so an advocate of that. So maybe I'll have to work on my Spanish. It's currently Spanish or it's Japanese. I'm trying to learn either one. I've learned a little bit of a lot more Japanese than I have Spanish, but I did take 2 Spanish classes in high school, so I have a little bit of knowledge, but not a whole ton. Haven't delved really deep into Spanish in quite some time, so hopefully I will. It's intriguing how close your goals are to tools I want to make too in Python. Hey, there you go, Geeks First. All right, sick. Well, um, if I start learning anything and start doing some stuff, I would love to, we can chat over some of these things and talk, because I don't know nearly anything. Like, I used to do a little bit of coding back in the day, but I've not gotten anything past like basics. And really it's just like a lot of, oh God, I don't know. It's very, it's just not something I've continuously put together. And because it isn't, I just have not. So, especially Python, right? I was learning like C plus for a little bit, and then I was learning C sharp for a little bit, because you need C sharp in order for you to do things like Unity. I was doing some game development stuff for Unity. But now I want to learn Python, because Python seems to be like the language that people are trying to use, and I want to try doing some app development or website development at least, in regards to that, as like a project to myself, right? And most of it is I don't use it. Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't use it enough. And that's the other thing too, is like, I don't know, this is personally me. I'm not sure. I'm sure this is like this for some other people too. But I get very nervous when I try to speak another language, because I feel like I'm going to look like an idiot. When people when English isn't their first language, like, and they come to me and try to speak to me, I'm fine. Like, I try to understand the best of my ability, but I don't think anybody is dumb, right? I'm not like, oh, you're dumb for not knowing English. I'm always very patient and respectful and the whole thing, and I want to make sure that they, that I understand what they're trying to tell me to the best of their ability. And that's just how that goes. But whenever I try to speak somebody else's language, I'm always just like, oh God, I'm going to mess this up, and it's going to be so bad. And like, the only thing I need to do is like order food. Like, the most times I speak Spanish is if I was going to go order food, because there's like tons of Hispanic restaurants out here. So I was like, yeah, no, I'll order in Spanish. I think I've done it once. I think I've ordered it once in Spanish, and that was it. And I was like, cool, I did it, but it hasn't clicked for me yet. But I'll do some research for you, Carlos. I'll do some research, so that way maybe if you guys end up doing like a discussion video or something, and you want one of us to hop in, I can do my best to speak the native tongue. It's gonna take like 4 years though, so I apologize. Okay, hold on. I'm making a list real quick. This is all good. Yeah. It sounds so good though. Spanish sounds so good when I speak it. It rolls off the tongue really well. I just like it. Oh, golly gee. I'm trying to make edited lists that I could have people put into that I can have it put into TCG Player or anything, and be able to have it read it and then process what the cards are going to be like in the list to give a better understanding and make it easy for people. I want to put these lists into my master set videos. So, give up on Spanish. Lived in Brazil, so learned Portuguese. So when I started learning Spanish, I mixed them up. Yeah, I think that was a lot. When I learned how many different languages there are that sound a little bit like Spanish, I'm just like, oh yeah, that's kind of rough. And I honestly, German is rough, Carlos. Like German is rough. My girlfriend's learning German right now, and like she is consistent. I mean, I'm very very proud of her for learning as much as she has. But my God, like the way things are pronounced out there are just they just don't sound the way that they should, and I think that's always a problem. And not a problem. Like I think it's always like that's my hurdle. Is I'm always like, oh yeah, uh like I'm gonna totally understand this, but it just like it doesn't sound anything like it should, and because of that, you don't you don't see the win there. Yeah, like French. French is also another one of those languages where it just does not work out. But that's the whole thing, right? Like I said, like you look at all these other countries where they're expected to learn English. Like they are expected to learn English. That is how it's supposed to be. There is no changing that in any way. And out here it's like, yeah, you have like the option to take these classes, or you can take like an extra gym class, an extra uh, physical activity class instead of a language. And it's like, okay, cool. So you either get fit or you get smart. Like there's one or the other. And none of those happened to me. So I neither got fit nor smart in high school. So don't believe what they tell you. Away from the videos of translators. Oh, that's awesome. That's your day job, is your translator? That's so cool. I I always was just like I think about my brain power often, and I'm just like, man, I don't know how anybody could hear somebody speak an entirely separate language, compartmentalize it, and keep it in their brain, like especially when they go on like a rant, and then the second it's done, go, okay, I need to like shorthand that and then give it to the person in a different language. Like, oh my gosh. French and English into Spanish. Whoo! Jeez Louise. Well, I guess if you're a translator, it'll probably help out. Maybe I can speak kind of Spanish, and then when I need to speak in English because I don't know how to say things in Spanish, you can help me, or you can translate. Oh, there you go. That would actually be super awesome. That'd be super awesome, Nathaniel, to get. I'm sure that would help out the Spanish community a lot. Is to be able to get everything into Spanish. That's something I also want to do. Is I want to get like guides, kind of, for each hero set up. Kind of looking into each hero as to what they do and their general playstyle. And then uh, I would need translators to translate them into their own language that works best for them. So yeah, it is a very different kind of tired. That is true. I couldn't imagine. Oh well, thank you. Thank you so much, Carlos. I appreciate that. I guess it's best to learn from somebody who already has a concept of translating from one to the other, right? Okay. I'm fixing this list. So hopefully this works. What am I doing? I need to get this. Okay. Outsiders. Oh, there you go. Yeah, we can go ahead and get it posted up there so we can have multiple different outputs for it. So people can see it in different languages too. I love seeing the community come together. It warms my heart. It warms my heart. Perfect. Okay. Got it. It's in the pinned comment. That's what it is. Okay. So that's where you'll find it then, Nathaniel, if you wanted to check that out. Nathan's the guy on the back end for everything, so I wouldn't know how to get access to update anything as far as that's concerned. He's got all the stuff. I'm just one of the faces. I'm just one of the faces in the format. Maybe one day. Where in the hell is this card? Yes, it's wonderful to meet you as well. Again, I'm very, very happy that you are so passionate about the format and you really want to bring it to the world, and that means a lot. So classed out 8. Scale peeler, maybe 10. Out 0, 10. Okay, cool. Doing that. I think we've got just about everything in here. I just need to add out to the end of every single one of these things. Oops. Oats. Okay. God, I wish there was a better way to do this. Yeah, I'm really curious to see, like, obviously we want it to be, I talked with Fab Dad or Fab Fam and Fab Kids Boys, the Fab family over in on Twitter, and they were talking about how they're getting their own scene set up for it out in Indonesia. And I was like, that's super cool. I love to see that. But I'm always curious to see what the metas are like, if there's a meta at all. I like seeing people utilize the decks to the best of their ability and kind of really get like a nice idea of where the decks are placed. Because I think that's the one thing we as the committee want to make sure that we are looking out for, is we're hoping that everybody just kind of has like a fun time. It is very nice that Clash has the use of pretty much every single hero in the game, which is very convenient. But we also want to make sure that if you're going to be holding tournaments or anything of the sort or something like that, that you go ahead and you make sure that the format doesn't get out of hand, you know? Like right now we had I believe in one of the latest articles from Nathan talked about how the current commoner format ban list actually helped us out a lot, because we were considering how to make like Icelander not be super crazy, and whether or not Stubbies was actually something that we should worry about. And Commoner was just like, yo, we banned those cards. Like, we banned cards from both heroes, and it just like worked out super well. So turned out to be very, very good. But yeah, kind of it. God, there's gotta be a better way to do this. Ugh. My hand. It hurts. Out, 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 out. Oh, God. So many cards. So many cards and outsiders. But yeah, so we also, I wanted to make, I don't know, I'm curious what decks I wanted to play. Because I want to still do some Volcore stuff. I feel like Viserai needs like a new list. I'm not sure how I want to do anything there, but hello, hello. I do apologize. I do not actually speak any Spanish. But I'm happy to have you here. I'm always happy to support the different communities. See, now I'm being put to the test. I'm being put to the test. That's exactly it. Burdens of the Past. Burdens of the Past. That's the name of the card. What does your username mean? Taberna. Oh God. Why do I feel like I know what that word is? Zamundo. Zamoon is your nickname. Okay, cool. Zamoon it is then. I will do my best to remember it. It's so funny because like you're in the username section, right? Obviously, like it looks like it's just like a sentence. And so I'm like, oh man, I really hope I don't upset anybody by saying that I don't know Spanish. But Zamoon is a cool nickname. I wish I had a cool nickname. I guess Ashen Wings is a pretty cool nickname, though, isn't it? I think so. Okay. Once I'm done with this list, I apologize for getting, like, absolutely sidetracked, but I really wanted to get this out of the way. Boom. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to edit. We're going to replace every R with red. So we'll replace it with red. Oh, it's going to be match case specifically. Replace, 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 replace. Start back up at the top. Wrap around. That's what I want. Replace, 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 replace. Oops. Not that one. I knew this was going to happen. Oh, God, this is so annoying. Oh, no. Uh, you know, that's work. I'm just gonna do work later. Forget about it. We'll do it later. We gotta talk about Clash. God, my hair. Who let me wake up like this? Who let me look like that? What's happening? Glad to see everybody here. All right, so real talk. Who's everybody's favorite Clash hero so far? If you had a hero that you would love to just play in Clash all the time, you could play them all day. Who would it be? Who would it be? I would like to start making decks really quick. I know I want to make a deck for Dromai. Create, let's see, Clash. Dromai Clash. Daniel does like, he does like Lexi. You do like Lexi. See, I'm a sucker for Dromai. I think she's super cool. We gotta play this and this. I forgot you could play the librarian in her. It's not gonna make any sense to do that. We definitely want Building Mirages. We definitely want. I don't know if we want Dune Breakers yet. We want Dust Ups for sure. We want pretty much all the dragons if I can help it. Not maybe not Necri. We don't have a lot of room for blues. In Uvia, double Thamai because wizards suck. Double Yenderai because we like that. Rake the Embers for sure. So we've got 20 cards already, and we are really running out of room here. Because we also want to play things like Blaze Headlong. Card is good. We also want to play things like Snatch and Passamage. So we can do that. Semblance is a Majestic, right? Yeah. What's the move here? All the dragons, everything else. I should just like look at my Dromai list. You're in here, right? Some interesting ideas being able to generate ash in the first turn. Yeah, there is. I think I'm gonna go Seekers, but I think the Quell is also very good. So let's see here. What do we have in my main deck? Mage Master's Boots is not a bad choice for legs if I was going to do legs. I love Wave of Reality, but I don't need another arm right now. Let's see. So, concept being, right, we need Ash. How are we going to get Ash? How is that going to work? We want things we theoretically can pitch to. Time Skippers is a favorite for legs. Time Skippers is good, but I don't know if it's going to be like the thing, right? I would. What's Time Skippers do again? That's over here, right? Time Skippers. You get another action point. Pay 3, destroy Time Skippers, gain 2 action points. That isn't terrible, because if I have to pitch 3 to get 2 action points, like that could be 2 dragons, and I pitch for 3 ash, right? But, you know, paying a blue, also a concept. Snaps is okay. Helios Miter, yeah. Miter's good. I think I might do Seekers. All right, sounds good, Carlos. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure. Thank you so much, and I hope we can hear from you soon. We will chit chat some more for sure. Got all these DTD cards. How did I get all this? Oh my god, my cold foil Teklo leveler back out. I have a daughter of 4. The 3 wise men. But yeah, I mean, I mean, I don't have any kids, so, but I've never heard that though. But yeah, we'll keep in touch. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, Discord's probably the best way to reach us. If I'm offline or anybody's offline, I'm usually have my phone near me, so we can do some Discord stuff for sure. Try to get some games in and such. I like Seeker's leggings a lot. Storm of Sandakai is just okay. I don't need that. It's at instant speed though, and I'm definitely going to be playing a red. Interesting. Interesting. So Seekers for headpieces. Now this is really where the trouble comes in, right? So Helios Miter isn't terrible because again, that is also a thing you can pay to prevent next 1 damage that would be dealt to your hero by this turn by a sorcery of your choice, and then destroy at the beginning of the end phase. Like paying 2 at the beginning of your turn, not terrible, right? That's 2 Ash, turn 1, turn 0, because you're going to do it on your opponent's turn. Get you some dragons out, do the thing. Because it's either that or, so like this is definitely for, that's just temporarily, right? That's for Generation of Ash. Now for defensive capabilities, we'd like to go Ironhide, preferably. So we have a headpiece, legs, arms. I need a chest. Sash, I guess, is good. Is it instant speed? You get a resource, and you're probably going to play a red card. So this is very much so like my I'm destroying my equipment early to get dragons. Sweet. That's not a terrible choice. Sideboard wave. Yeah, for defensive capabilities, sideboarding wave is important. But I don't want to go like crazy over that, I think. So we have that. So this is the general output. We have probably like null rune stuff I'm gonna need, I'd imagine. Because we could quelling instead of null rune to be able to like pitch for more things, but I think we get more value from null rune. No. No, if most of my deck is red, I feel like I should have. You want slippers? Run slippers for AB? I'm trying to figure out AB right now. Oh, silhouette. Yeah. That's right. Sounds stilettos. That's the one. That's right. That's correct. Because like it's funny because like you want to have AB. I can't spell. No, I knew what you were talking about. Like because I was sitting there and I was just like, well, wait a minute, isn't there an illusionist leg piece that's kind of like Phantasmal Footsteps, but you got to pay more? That also is AB. Sound stilettos. That's the one. Um, Now, if I want like defensive armor, and the next 1 damage. Yeah, like I think that's the thing is like you get to pitch a red for 2, like blocking 2, but in most cases your opponents are going to be attacking your dragons. So like maybe that's not like the purpose. Maybe we want to overrun and get that all going. I need more things that remove. Well, I guess I don't need more things that remove Phantasm, but like that's pretty good. Think I should run more auras? I don't know. I don't even think there's many more auras that I should run. And a handful of auras? Do I? I don't really think I need any other auras other than these guys. Like, worst case scenario, I play Pierce Reality, right? Pierce Reality is good because the first illusionist attack, you get you action card you play each turn has +2. But the only ones I have that are Building Mirage and Dust Up. That's it. So unless I play the Ember Maws, which are also a concept, I mean, I theoretically could do that. Yeah, we'll probably get like yeah. Now here's the real kicker, right? Do I put Red Hot in this deck? I love this card, and I want this card to be good. And it's a specialization. But I feel like it's just not going to be good into decks that pop. Like it's just like it's nearly impossible. But I don't know. Yeah. Stand covers I'd like to put in there for the sake of defensive values. We're probably going to want to put in. I do like blue Ember Moss in a pie a lot. Blue Dust Up is also good. I like that because even with the +2 from Pierce Reality, that could come in for 4. Which is a breakpoint. It's 6 cards. Oasis for that's right. Oasis. I can just use Oasis for stupid shit. I could mainborn it. See, I almost like don't want like an absolute ton of defensive capabilities. Right now I'm trying to figure out like the best method for this all. Dunebreakers, I guess, aren't terrible either. It's gonna come in for 7 with the Pierce. I need 4 cards. I would prefer them to be blue. I think 28 reds, 8 blue. No, I think we're okay on blues. Yeah, because that's really the thing is we want Ash Generation. We want Ash Generation for sure. So I guess Sweeping Blow wouldn't be terrible either. So red sweeping. Blue Dunebreaker Centipede comes in for 5. Yeah, because it just comes in for a little bit. What's up, Tomas? How are you? Hmm. Hmm. I mean, we can try it. I don't want like too many blues, but I do need some blues for sure. My ratios are like 30. It's like 30 reds to what is it? 30 reds to 10 blues. So 75% of my deck is red. And then we have 5 more slots for equipment and other things. Scar for Scar? I think I want mainly my stuff to be things that are gonna make dragons and Ash. I think another reason why I don't want Pierce. Yeah. See, I like Scar for a Scar because it does allow for I like Scar for a Scar because it does allow for, you know, more go agains and such. But Popper? A Popper? Hmm. What do we even have for Poppers? Do yellow one? The yellow one. Generic. Oh, 6 block 3. Are you talking about Dunebreaker? Because the popper needs to be not illusionist. Uh, I need it to have a power of 6. Let's just see. What do we got? Generic power 6. Brothers in Arms. Brutal Assault. Oh, Defined All Fighting Spirit? This one? Or no, that's 2. Raging Onslaught? This one. It slaps? Yeah. I mean, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. I don't know if it's main boardable. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, definitely sideboarding. Um, so I just need don't run stuff, right? I need fuck probably like AB. I guess I don't really need like AB, right? Like I mean, AB is in my dragons. Like I can make AB. Do we cut AB for like what do we? Right. Like just silent stilettos? Like we'll do silent, silken form. Right. What are my last 3 cards? Maybe I just put Scar for a Scar in the... Maybe I just put this in the board. And then... Oh, Oasis, that's right, fucked. Yeah, Oasis Respite is good. I'll remove... Maybe I remove Wave. No, Wave is really good. I like Wave Reality. Fuck it. It's pretty much just going in there for Wizards anyway. We'll just use one. So, and then we'll just keep that clutch for in case I go against a Kano. Okay, so let's draw 4. So if we're turn 0 here, opponent plays, we can go ahead and start our hand by pitching 2 to Helios Miter, both of these to Helios. And then on our next turn, we can even play Thamai, which is kind of cracked. And then we'll have 2 other cards to play, which are these first 2, Chromai and Passing Mirage. So we can play a Chromai and we can play Thamai. And we can go Chromai into then Thamai. But we could also Rake. Well, Rake would be coming on our next turn. So hands are okay. Necria will make Ash, so that's important. Necria is kind of our big deal here. I imagine Necria is probably going to be targeted pretty quick. The sand covers are going to be good for that. Feels like I don't know if I want Oasis inside because I have sand covers in main. But I almost feel like I should put sand covers inside and Oasis in main. I think that's actually what I'm going to do. Because I'd rather... I don't want to lose out on that. Deck. Yeah, because I don't want to like use my Ash incorrectly. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, we can jam a game real quick. Yeah, against Bravo, you're gonna want both. That is true, but for try a random hero choose for you. Play Max. Yeah, you play one of my worst matchups in Fi. Play that too. Okay. I'm gonna log into Fab or into Talishar real quick. Talishar. Yeah, we do Max. Max is fine by me. Bum. Okay. Let's grab that deck. Put it in the deck link. We'll make it a Clash game. And then I will set it to private and just shoot you the link. Okay. Copy invite link. Go there. That's the one. Okay. So I'm curious because I want to have a general idea about what. Do that in Discord. True. True, I can. I can do that in Discord as well. Do you need it in Discord? Or is that going to be okay? Sick. First or second? So theoretically, I want to go first in this scenario. No. Do I want to go second? I do think I want to go second. Yeah. 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 Okay. Let's stick with this and let's just go. Loading. 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 Loading, loading, loading. We're loading, loading, loading. I'm gonna work on this while we're waiting. There we go. Ooh. All right, so got a bull bar boosted. Having these in hand kind of sucks. It's like the worst blocking hand I could possibly get. I really want to keep this. Let's do that. That's fine. Okay, max ability. Yep. Make a hype driver. End a turn. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I was going to do. Figured Banksy was coming in, but I guess they're not. They're going to keep something in pitch. Not a bad hand to start. 1 damage, under. Pretty fucking good, actually. Let's just. Hmm. Hmm. The chance of them having poppers is probably pretty low, but are they going to be able to come in with enough? No, I guess I want to make Ash here. Still a decent amount of damage. Still got 2 Ash on the stack there, so that's good. Okay. All right, here's the real kicker. Golly. Although not terrible hands, I gotta say, because now it's like, do you attack the dragons or do you attack me, right? So this is gonna get the Mai was chosen as the target, so you're gonna get an item out. Okay, so now you're gonna swing into something. Get penetration scripts. You get +1. That's the case, right? For this? Yeah. Okay, so the blues are killing dragons, which is pretty worth to me, I think. Especially since the boosts are going off too. Underloop to attack me. Hits going to the bottom of the deck. Boosted. Can still Banksy into. Wait, no. You have not cranked? Have you cranked? You have not. So then this is it? I think I'm almost okay leaving this and this. Yeah, that's fine. Luckily, all my cards block for 3, so I guess it's really like kind of better. And more importantly, you want to block into something that's boosting like this. Like anytime it's boost central, so you're gonna want to go against Chromai for this because like, oh, you're attacking me for 5. Yeah, no, I'll take that all day. Now they do get +1, which means that anytime if he's gonna block me with like a 6. Then that's going to suck. But it's not terrible. All right, we're going to do this. And then we're going to go ahead and do this. There are 6s in the deck. I know there are. But now the 5s are also 6s. So is that the move? Penetration script certainly does something for them for sure. At least get an arcane off, so we don't have to worry about that. There's the pop. Gotta be. Yep. That's fine. Still have an AP. Sick. That's actually pretty good. Okay. 3 cards in hand. Nowhere near as threatening. Still penetration script up, though. Probably not going to take this turn to clear dragons. I think I'm absolutely down to just do this. Oh. Ooh. This is a really good hand, though. Like, I really like this hand. We're going to have to ditch you and you. That's just how it's going to be. Yeah. Yeah, again, like I generally like the concept. Like they're all clash legal. It's very powerful stuff. And it just like I don't know, just like gets the job done, you know? Like you enjoy playing it in a way. It's not like you're not struck down by a lot of stuff. I do hope that the precons like start getting a little bit better though. I feel like that's going to be very helpful. It's going to To me. Hmm. Hmm. No, that's actually fine. That's true. Yeah, when it hits a hero, that is true. I mean, still though, like to clear a dragon is probably pretty important, I would think, but that's okay. You get another little guy on your dude there. Um, I'm gonna do. Oh, I'd be out. I think that's still the better call. Okay, we're gonna do this. T-bone block. Okay. All right. The goal, I think, is just to try to keep the penetration script up. I'd assume Expedite. Expedite's going to come into Mirror Guy. Yep, that's for sure. Makes sense there. Banishing the Boom Grenade, unfortunate, but that's fine. I don't have any reactions because I can't. Okay, Expedite, you get to bring out something. Do you have a item in your hand? Another penetration script? That would be sick. Nope, soup up. To me. I'm gonna say no blocks, actually. Yeah, an item did get destroyed because you did boost. So that's fine. So no item on the Expedite, which is fine. What we're trying to figure out here is can we... Another 3 here. I think we want to do this here now. Well, do we? He hasn't cranked, but he could. He could have a blue in hand. He could crank, play Banksy. From the looks of it, he probably does have a blue in hand. I'm going to actually not do that. I'm going to take that damage. Oh, it was a dragon anyway. I'm stupid. I don't know why I thought that was to me. Another Expedite. For 4. I think I present a little bit more on my turn. Oh, he does have the one for... No, he didn't crank. No crank. He didn't crank. What, you did crank? When did you crank? I don't remember this. Okay, well. Guess never mind. Can I play my thing? I don't recall you getting a new one out this turn, but seem to have forgotten. Okay, I want to play my reaction. I want to play my reaction. Yeah. Okay. Okay. How do we do this? Do it like this. Now, obviously, the concept of throttle could be there. We could also just like completely whiff this. We're gonna keep actually. Okay. Soup up. It won't get go again. Oh, it is. The penetration script got destroyed this turn. Fuck. Damn, that's good. Damn, that's good. Yeah, handful of the best reds you could possibly get. Okay, max. Cranked it. Hearts trap. Oh god. Fucking Christ. Ugh. I think this is game, actually. Yeah. I have to play a red card this turn. I can't use that. I don't know why it thinks I can use that. Doesn't matter. Yeah, you have enough. You have enough. So yeah, I think I need to take it to the level at which I expect it to be, which is just I need to block out all that. Cause like you're gonna keep boosting. There's no like fatigue level stuff that you can get in here, but it's pretty good. Okay. Um let's do another one. Yeah, max sequencing is fun. I do like it a lot. Okay. Yeah, it's just like that's the thing, right? Like being able to create those hyperdrivers and just be like, cool, I have two hyperdrivers. Like the turns you had two hyperdrivers and a penetration script, I'm just like, okay, I don't like this anymore. Like way too much going on. Like you're able to get 2 free resources a turn while boosting, uh, as well as getting +1 to all of your abilities. So bink bink, cool. But yeah, so Dromai does well. I think it's another thing is just making sure, like, especially against something that incredibly oppressive. I guess that's where it's like that's something that I'm gonna like take a little bit of time to like think about. I guess is because something that is really really important is that uh something that's super important is the fact that your life total is less, right? I think that is something that moving from classic constructed to um, a younger format, your health being less is so much more like powerful because now it's like, okay, cool, yeah, I want to be able to get stuff done and do the things that my deck wants to do, but then it's like, where do I start? Because I genuinely think that if I just stopped playing cards and I started blocking you, you would have died. It would have been you would have been done. You'd have been done. So I guarantee it. That's the perk of having everything like block 3 in Dromai. But yeah, you have to block way more, way more. And so like anytime I go against a mechanologist, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna go, okay, like they're probably boosting, and if they are boosting, we just have to block. So, hey Yama, how are you? How you feeling, man? Hopefully you've gotten better since last we had spoken. But yeah, so get over to Discord. Oh, my Discord. Hold on. I see. Sorry, an error has occurred. That's okay. We don't need to do another game. I actually need to get going in about 30 minutes or so. So even though I'm sure we can get another game in 30 minutes, but I think I'm going to do some more looking over of the deck because that is something that I'm genuinely like, okay, like let's figure it out, right? Because interesting, curious. Where do I go to get in your just? Oh yeah, let me see here. I'll just grab you a link for it. Invite into the lair. Bam. There you go. That's to get into my Discord. Not as poppin', but it is a place where I do up. That's where I show that I upload my videos and so on and so forth. So always happy to check that stuff out. Huh. Yeah, I feel like there were some serious situations in which I was like, I don't know whether I want to do this. I think like I just definitely need to block a lot more. And man, like that just means like, do you think fatigue matches are like such an insane win in a format like this? I mean, 20 life that goes away quick. So I wonder how like Oldham plays into this. Oh hey, it's Carlos's deck. Yeah, it do be copium, right? I'm trying to figure it out because like I want to see whether or not it is going to be something that is more beneficial. Yeah, Oldham. I think Oldham has the opportunity to be pretty freaking good, considering because he's good in Commoner. Like I can only imagine he's good in Clash too, because he's got Winter's Wail, like easily one of the best weapons in the game. And you just it's just block everything. Block everything, come in with Winter's Wail for 4 or for 3, yeah, for 4 on hit frostbite. Like yeah. Yeah, Oldham is something else. I didn't even know Endless Winter was an Oldham specialization. Endless Winter was fused whenever the defending hero adds a defending card to this chain link, create a frostbite token. And whenever it hits a hero, whenever they activate an ability, they create a frostbite token. That's so good. That's so good. Are you kidding me? Could also do with more block 3 blues. Yeah, block 3 blues are certainly something I've looked into also, but I don't like the only thing I could think of is uh taking out Pierce Reality for something. Because like Passing Mirage is still so good into the format. But again, like I think that's the whole thing is like I got to figure out whether or not this is going to be a defensive or an offensive deck. Because like at that point, I'd also kind of want to remove the Blaze Headlongs for something that blocks 3, so I can build up a board. But I also don't want that many other things. I don't know. Because I've got Dust Up Blues that are block 3, Sweeping Blow Blues that are block 3, Passing Mirages, and Pierces. Pierces are probably the only other thing. If I were to say I'd put anything else in here that's block 3, it'd be like Dunebreaker, but I don't really like Dunebreaker. Drop Pierce, put in Scar. Yeah. I mean, I guess if I'm going to be at a lower life total, it is not a bad turn. I'm not playing Phantasmal Haze, because that's insane. Spears of Surrealty? I don't know about all that. If we're getting rid of Pierce, shouldn't put anything else in there. Yeah. Yeah, but Spears is the same as Dune. And I'd rather run Dune because Dune gets me an Ash. Maybe I remove Sweeping Blow for Dune and then this for Scar. I think that might work. And then I might just put into not passing, sorry. Pierce for Scar. Like significantly less blues, but I think that's what I want. Because now it's a better rate, like a 0 for 4, 2. Like this hand is pretty good for a beginning hand. Like pitch Chromite for sweeping, come in for a scar, playing as fly. Well, sweeping as fly. And that's the whole thing. Right. You don't want all the blues unless you're going against ice. And like that's the thing though, is that like ice is prominent in this format, so hmm. I almost think we could sideboard Demise too. No, I think I liked this. Obviously, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the side. So yeah, so 8 blues, 32 reds. So if we do a draw 4, this hand kind of sucks. Now, I might just cut. I might just cut Necri entirely. I mean, it makes Ash, but the game's like done by that point, right? So I feel like we just shouldn't have those. The Uvias are really, really good, or like a Uvia. It's like if anything, I might put an Uvia in there too. Definitely sideboard more dragons. I don't know if I want to do that though. I'd rather have more dragons. I might put another Uvia in then. Well, it's also good because it's a 3 attack. It's a 3 attack 4 health dragon, which means that you need to use more resources to kill it. Like that's kind of the whole thing for me. Is like the Mai's just good. Like if they want to play Oasis Respite, can't do it. If Wizards want to do their thing, can't do it. Yeah, turning off reactions is super good for fatigue. Sorry, Yama. I realized the chat had moved incredibly quick, and I didn't see your thing. Doing all right, still on antibiotics, but that should finish tomorrow. Okay, good, good, good. Hopefully, all said and done for you. I want you to feel better. Cut Blaze, you want to play with Dragon Force? And that's what I'm thinking. I think I might cut Blaze because I'd prefer it to be more dragon focused. But like Blaze, it's such a good card. Like, god dang it. If I'm playing a 3-drop, I'm playing Vincerio. Oh, dude, if I'm playing a 3-drop, I am playing Necria all day. So probably be fine next week. Nice. Nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Blaze is such a good card. Like, I mean, just the value alone. 0 for 4 go again? Like, do we play blue Billowings? I feel like that's not like a terrible idea either, but God, does it suck. It makes dragons, though. I might remove Snatch, if anything. I might keep Blaze, but remove Snatch. Because I'm not running Snaps. So I think Snatch might actually be the call here. I play the Oasis Respite. Big attacks. There's chances I'm lower life too. So blocking 4 is pretty bad. Or is good in that regard. I think Snatch is the cool. I think Snatch is the killer here. I think I'm gonna play the Billowings. So now I have 1, 2. Sand cover is not in this specific situation. It's not better because Oasis I can pitch a red, get an ash, block 4, and gain a life. Whereas sand cover I pay 0, but I lose an ash and I block 4. So the value I think in resources is a little bit better to play. Um. Oasis. Cut Pierce from side and replace with sweeping. Oh, with blue sweeping blow? Yeah, that is probably better. I wasn't sure how Pierce Reality was going to work, but Yeah, exactly. Because that's the thing, right? Like a 60 card deck Dromai, you feel like you have everything, right? You feel like you have everything down to the wire. But in 40 card Dromai, it's like, okay, now hold on, right? I got all these dragons that I can get 2 copies of each. I've got defensive things, offensive things. So now the only cards in my main deck, 8 cards block for 2. Everything else blocks for 3. And then if I wanted to and I needed more blues, I could probably cut, well, I could probably cut the scars for sweeping blows. Think? No. I probably cut the red sweeping blows for blues instead. Just for the blue. No, it'd be scar. Because I'd have to pay for that. Which is funny because like frostbites are so like good for Dromai. Like, yeah, I have to pitch more. Okay, cool. I'll get more ash. But it's not like the best. I think I'm comfortable with this list. Not terrible. Because like even here, I can pitch to attack with billowing for 1. Pitch a blaze or something, and then I could play rake, pitching Thamai, and make 3 ash wings. So I'll pitch, make an ash, pitch. That'll be 3 ash wings. Turn 1, which is kind of huge. No, it'll be 3. So I pitch this, right? Have this create an ash wing, and then I can play this and pitch, create an ash, and then 2. Oh, that's right. Yeah. No. You're right. You're right. I didn't even think about not keeping an ash up. Well, at that point, I'll probably just play Rake the Embers and then pitch Blaze to attack with Billowing. Right. Yeah, no, that's right. And then here we've got a new hand. Damn, 2 Rakes at the beginning of our... Ooh, gross. And like even at this point, I could pitch Seekers. That's what I should do. Actually, on that last turn, I could pitch to Seekers. Get more Ash. Right, and I can even pitch up here. Another Billowing, Dunebreaker. This is kind of shit, this hand, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I think on a turn like this, I'd probably just block out a lot of it, but I could also just swing Dust Up and threaten Ash, which is good. Yeah, this would be like a good snaps opportunity, is Dust Up into Blaze and Dust Up. This would be a good snaps opportunity. Um, oof. And like even here, like pitch Uvia for sweeping, play Asvali, place it, drop Sasher Zandakai, sweeping blow again, and then Asvali. I probably have Ash up at this point. I could very well pitch passing to have both of these go off and arsenal this card. But of course, that's assuming I keep all these cards in my hand, right? So, not terrible. I'm going to change the thing here. Clash. I guess it's technically heavy. Is it HVY or HVH? I'm assuming it's HVY. for heavy hitters. I think it's HVY. I can check. It's right here. HVY. Oh man, just so many good cards. This is gonna be fun. You think they're gonna give Dromai another card? You don't think they do that, right? I mean, they did technically. KO is good. I'm excited to see what KO's gonna do. KO in Clash, gross. KO in Commoner, even cooler. Like I think KO's gonna do some nasty stuff in Commoner. So many people were so upset about the Rhinar reprint. It is crazy. KOCC is silly. I bet. I bet he is. Mm-hmm. People are upset with the Rhinar reprint because they were like, okay, Rhinar's being reprinted several times, and he's just there. Like it doesn't like make sense. Ugh. And I'm just like, guys, they reprinted. It's exactly what I'm saying. Like they reprinted 3 heroes for Outsiders, and nobody said anything bad about that. They were like, "What? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, heck yeah, awesome." But right, like I don't know. Like I'm sure the reason it feels disappointing is because you got 4 heroes with new things, and then you got Rhinar. And the 6th hero is probably going to be a hero with new things. So 5 heroes with new things in one reprint. It feels bad, right? But all these cards are like super good for him. Like this new specialization in Clash, disgusting. Because people didn't play these heroes in limited. Yeah. And Rhinar in limited out of here is nasty. So spoil Rhinar first, no issue. Exactly. I do think if Rhinar was spoiled first, people wouldn't be as upset. But because they got 4 new pieces of candy and then went, and this is the candy that we've given you before that you wanted support for, but you don't get any special version of him, right? All 4 other heroes have had Marvel versions of themselves, whereas this Rhinar is not going to have a Marvel version. It's just new art. So, yeah, like this new art for Rhinar is sick. But like KO has a Marvel, and I think that's something that a lot of people are like are going to be upset about is the fact that like Rhinar doesn't have a Marvel, even though he already has a Marvel. He just it's just not in English, right? No, where is it? Doesn't he have he does have a Marvel, right? Does he not have a Marvel? Oh, the Marvels aren't going to be on this website, but he does have a Marvel. A card trader. Right here. Right. Yeah. I was like, it's not going to be on TCG Player, but like I couldn't find it even here. Like they normally have everything here, and even in this, they don't have his Marvel version. Maybe just because they can't link uh these guys. But $480 for one. I wonder why oh, this one's French, this one's Italian. The Italian one is worth more? Interesting. The young one does not have a Marvel. The Marvels, the HP1 Marvels only came in the adult forms, not the young forms. So that's another thing that people, I'm assuming, could be upset about is the fact that they're not getting a Marvel Rhinar um, in this, right? Like young Rhinar is not getting a new thing. But you wouldn't need one because if you bought the Rhinar vs. Dorinthia, you have a cold foil Rhinar already. So, which is still only 45 cents on TCG Player if you wanted a cold foil Rhinar. You could go buy one. They're probably not actually this price anymore, but they are. Yeah, this is the Rhinar from Classic Battles. Yep. But it's cold foil. Like this is a cold foil hero. 98 cents. 98 cents. You can go buy one. So much pretty in rainbow foil. I don't know. I haven't seen the cold foils in person. I've been wanting to buy a Rhinar vs. Dorinthia like thing, but I don't know if I want to spend $50 on that thing. Is it 50? I did pick that up because it's really cool. Yeah. Yeah, I think. What is it? D4FB Day. There you go. Classic Battles. Rhinar vs. Dorinthia box set. So we just want one. Oh, they're 35 bucks. I can buy this for $35. That's not bad. I mean, God, isn't that like super underrated? Isn't Thing Steelblade like worth a ton of money? Glistening Steelblade, 25 bucks. And run throughs, Blossom Springs, Clearing Bellows, Pack Call. I mean, there's at least like 30, 33, 35, 37, like 40 some dollars in just these cards alone. Not to mention these freaking mentors. Like the mentors aren't expensive, but like not terrible either. And it's a bunch of unique cards that you can only get from this set. Thrust. Yeah, the Bolton's mentor. Minerva. Or even this. No, Minerva is the other one. Right. So, I don't know. Be fun to play. I mean, like, I have to do that originally anyway. Like, if I'm gonna make a deck for each individual hero in Clash, I mean, I'm gonna need these cards. Just not this. Right? Like, I mean, with a warrior and brute set coming up, I think like if you wanted to invest in anything, like you could buy at least even one of these, and it'll make your deck significantly better. So yeah, the Monarch precons are another one I wanted to do because Monarch, they all have like this one's got the librarian in it. Monarch, Blitz, Bolton. Yeah, Minerva. Isn't great for Brute. It's basically only pack all, I believe. Yeah, it's not good for Brute. But it comes with a cold foil Rhino, which is, I mean, I could just buy the actual card, but yeah, the mentors you can get for cheap because like nobody plays them. Yeah, Kasai uses Minerva too. I mean, it's good because it gets you go again, right? Or +1. Yeah, one-handed weapons you control have +1. Whenever a weapon you control hits, put a lesson counter on Minerva. Then, if there are 3 or more lesson counters on it, banish her, search your deck for a specialization card, put it face up in your arsenal, then shuffle your deck. Right? But you can use it in Clash. Or even in Blitz. Yeah, Blood on Our Hands. That's what it tutors. Although I don't know if people are going to be playing Blood on Our Hands. People are probably going to be using it for raise an army. That's the one. Oh, nice. There you go. Yeah, the promos. The tons of outsider stuff. Yeah, Flesh and Blood promo cards. A Raise an Army is going to be very, very interesting. I am curious to see how many times that actually goes off. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, Spoils of War, the whole thing. It'll be, you'll have enough copper. Kano, Good Deeds. Damn, Good Deeds goes for 60. Whew, crazy. But where are all of the stinking Romping Club is, oh my god, is that Cold Foil or Rainbow? That's the first near mint first ed cold foil romping club. $40. Interesting. It does feel cheap. It does. It really does. I mean, look at this. Like $40 for a yeah, $40 for first ed cold foil romping club. Very interesting. Very interesting to see. The same goes for a Dawnblade too. $45 for first near mint first ed cold foil Dawnblade. That's pretty good. A lot of these heroes are cheaper too. Let's go down the list a little bit further, don't we? Squizzy and Floof is $21. Lord Sutcliffe, is this a rainbow foil? Yeah. Rainbow foil Lord Sutcliffe, $23. What else? I know this is a rainbow foil drill mine, not a cold foil. Otherwise, I'd buy this. It is a cold foil. No way. 20. Oh, I could tech out. Oh, I could tech out. Oh, God. Oh, see, that's the problem here, right? The problem is that I can really trick out my Clash decks and make them really pretty. $22? Are you serious? That's insane. I have like $175 in freaking credit too. I don't know if I want to do that though. I don't know if I want to do it. Oh, that's an offline Alex thing. I'll do that offline. I'll see. Because there's other things I might want to, right? Like, mm-hmm. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. Flex with it on next stream. God. Oh God, I don't know. $20. I guess $20 isn't theoretically a lot of money. Like, God, how much does a cold foil buy then? Let me see. Are they just like heroes? Let's see. Hero. Boom. All right, cold foil heroes. See, cold foil Dromai in CC is $160. The CC heroes are going for a lot. Kano actually is going for a lot, but that's because he was really good in Blitz. $100 for near mint cold foil Kano. Oh, is there a young? Oh yeah, right there. Look at that. What am I doing? Well, that's not right. That's not correct. Yeah, Kano's the most expensive young hero. This dash is, dude. I'm so happy I got this. This dash right here paid for my. Wait, is that the right one? Which one do I have? I gotta find the deck. I think it's this one. I think it's 70. So this, I got this back when I went to Calling Indianapolis, and this card already has, like, it's paid for itself and then some. Is this a cold foil Prism Advent of Thrones for $45? God dang it, man, that's really good. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's nice. That's so good. That's so good. Cold foil Azalea 65. This is a rainbow foil Kano, I'm pretty sure. For 32. Is Cold Foil Kasai? It is Cold Foil Kasai. Not too bad. Oh, Cold Foil Young Viserai? That's got to look cool. No, Rainbow Foil. Is there a Cold Foil Viserai? Now that I think about it? Just want Rainbow Foil? Dude, Rainbow Foils curl like shit. I need Cold Foils. Rainbow Foils are curly boys. I ain't about to do that. Is this Lexi Cold Foil? Boom, look at that. Cold Foil Lexi. $5. You got the Dorinthia. Okay. Yeah, this one here. Yeah. $16. There's no way that's not right. $17 for a young Dorinthia. Oh, I'm gonna have to get this shit. Oh, the adult one. Yeah. Yeah, they're Cold Foils the adult the adult heroes there. Yeah, they did. The adult Dorinthia. Oh yeah, it is. I only have it on young right now, I think. Let me see. Dorinthia. Where are you? Where are you? Oh wait, are you talking about the Marvel? Yama? Cold foil. I mean, we could just like look directly. Dorinthia. In Flesh and Blood. Okay, rainbow foil. Hero deck. I wonder if it's on like the last page is hard to find, maybe? Probably impossible to find. This one? Probably why, because there's not not enough people selling it on the market. There's 3 listings for $1,000 for a near mint first ed cold foil Dorinthia Iron Song. So good. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I'd be curious. I might want to try picking up just about every cold foil of a thing. Oh, the Tekla levelers are uh $15. I know. Oh, Fi's even $20 too. I'm gonna get. Do you got rainbow foil there? Is there a rainbow? Are you asking if there's a rainbow foil Dromai? I think there is. I think she's costs much less. Maybe not. I thought there was. Yeah. Here's what you do. You buy the two decks you'll play for the league and you start from there. Yeah, no kidding. God. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I figure. I mean, they were like armory prizes and things like that. That's why like the Dash one, the young Dash that I got cold foil, like that is much more expensive because that hero is not part of this new stuff, right? And so You're not giving them away for armories, but now that more people are playing Flesh and Blood and more armories are happening, that means more cold foil heroes are getting put in the market. So, like, how many are there of this? 16 listings? I mean, still, that's pretty low. What if I just like bought out the entirety of every cold foil drill mine? Buy it out until this guy's listing of $79.99, and then we sit on it. Oh, is it? Wow. See, I don't know. I really don't like the like. Would much prefer the cold foils than I do the rainbow foil. But I think that's just max rarity. You know what I mean? So Squizzy and Floof came in cold foil, right? Yeah. You don't know. You don't know what you want to do. Volta cold foil? It is. Cold foil Volta Bright Axe. That might be fun. Yeah, a lot of these, that's the other thing too. The young formats are so like not as popular. And so because of that, all of these heroes get like crazy underpriced. Why is this Briar on here? Is this just an extended art Briar? Oh, is this the eroded Briar? Or the non-eroded Briar? No, it is not. It's eroded. This is the Rainbow Foil Dash database? Yeah. These are still even a couple bucks. Like I have a few of those too, I think. Do I have them in here? I think I do. Ah. Yeah. I have them in here. Whoop. Where do I put them? Where did I put them? Yeah. Because like I have these the rainbow foil heroes from Bright Lights. I hope they do this again too with heavy hitters. Very cool promos. Like the Tech Levosin. Pretty cool too. I like that one a lot. Like I don't mind the rainbow foils. They're cool, but I don't think they're my fave. All right, sounds good, Yama. You take care. Hope you get better soon. Yeah, they're definitely cool to see. Um, what else? I don't have much else. I have this. This is a promo card, Rainbow Foil Bolton. I wonder if this is actually going for a lot. I didn't see. I just want it to be heroes. Sorry. I do still want it to be heroes. All right, you can head off too. Thanks, Tomas. Thanks for hanging out. Ooh, is that really what that is? No way. That's got to be cold foil. 39. Hero 39. On promos, that was the buy. That was the buy. Oh, okay. The buy a box promos. Probably better just search this, huh? Adult Bolton. So far, it's not this one. $6. $6. This guy. I mean, it's still not bad. Cool little way to play Bolton. I'm in a case. Do that whole thing. Also, got a bunch of other stuff. What else I have? These are just a lot of my promos. I have like a million shitty Christmas presents. These haven't gone up in price, right? The foil promo rock slide traps. The traps. Are these even foil? I don't think they are. They're not. They're not foil. I don't know what I'm talking about. I thought they were foil for some reason. They're not. Yeah, these got to be like nothing. Pitball trap. GS 151. They're just eroded. Yeah, 45 cents. Nothing there. These spikes are super pretty though. These like spike with inertias. These are rainbow foil. Extended art. Right, spike with inertia. LGS 132. They're foil? Yeah. Also only 45 cents. Interesting. The laces are super cool too. No other promos, I think. I don't think I have any other promos. Not much in regards to promos. Hey, Nathan. I had it ready, just in case. This isn't actually going for anything, though, right? Like, we're sure about that. I wish there was a cold foil displayed. $0.49. Yeah. This would be a cool cold foil. This Duskblade. Alright, I think I found my hero though. I think I know who I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play Genus What You Need in my in the league. That's what I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play Genus. I gotta do it. Gotta hit him with it. Alright, what else? I should sell this Art of War before it gets reprinted. Lots of stuff in here. Okay. That's what I'm gonna play Floof, right? I think that's what we should do. Is we should give like a special reward to somebody who tries to play a merchant. Just be like, you're playing merchant in Clash. All right, I'm gonna give you a pack. you just get to hang out. Okay. Well, we've been live for about 3 hours. I am actually probably gonna need to head offline. I got to do some chores. I got to do some errands real quick. And then kind of play it out from there. We should hopefully have some new. I'm going to try to get some games in with Clash maybe later tonight. If not, it's not the end of the world. I'm really close to beating Final Fantasy 16, so it's probably what's going to take most of my time, actually. But I am hoping to get some Clash content up for everybody. Start working a little bit more on my lists that I'd like, right? Test this this Dromai list a little bit more. And then I think we'll be good to go. I might even look into getting a lot of these freaking, what do you call them? The promo cards, because this is really, really cool that they have all these available. So yeah, I'm down, man. I'm down, Nathan. You just let me know. My free days are Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So anytime during those days, by all means, if you wanted to do a stream or do something in that regard, let me know. I'd be able to do my best. I know you work in the morning, so I know evenings are a little bit better for you. So anytime. It could even be a Wednesday night. It's just I got to get home from work. So Wednesday nights all the way through like Saturdays. Saturday I can be up until 9 p.m., which is like 10 p.m. your time, I think. So other than that, nothing crazy. So, but yeah, so pretty excited about that. If they don't have meetings and make it up, I'm good. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Because that's the thing too, is the office space I have is shared. I have my roommate and my girlfriend, all of our computers are in this room. Sometimes my roommate has meetings and stuff he's doing on his computer, but most of the time he's out at store visits. So um again, just let me know what works best for you. We can get some games going. We can hop on comms and chit chat for a little bit. But yeah, cool. All right, guys. Well, yeah. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Again, we're at 1640 for our subscriber count. I'd like to hit 2,000 sometime this year. That would be awesome. Of course, in due time, right? It'll move as we do, but 1640 is pretty awesome. So happy to see all you guys here. And we're going to continue to grow as a community. We're going to bring more budget format stuff to people. And hopefully I can get some cool deck techs together and try some fun stuff with my editing to make it a little bit more enjoyable to watch. So, anywho, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate your support. And I will see you all, if I don't see you in the comment section of my new videos that I hope to make, I will see you guys Thursday when we do another live stream. All right, guys. Nerd out.